Hey everyone, this is Collector's Edition video 3 of 4. It is for the Silmarillion, and this one is special in a way, in terms of collecting anyway, in the sense that this version never existed with this cover before. The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings I covered previously existed as cloth-bound hardcovers from back in 2012, 2013. This is brand new. So as such, this matches the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings that I covered, not the existing the previous cloth-bound editions. So I'm going to go through and cover this one in the same manner as I did for the other two. There's also a lot less to say about this particular edition compared to the others, so this video will be noticeably shorter. Okay, so here we have the cover, the rear, and the spine. The spine is more similar to The Hobbit than The Lord of the Rings, just due to how it's decorated. There isn't just the way they laid out the font or the writing of the name The Lord of the Rings on the spine differs from here. Plus, they were creating the tree image that gets made when all of them are together on the shelf. Okay, so I did through that. Now for the maps. Here at the front, we have the map of Beleriand and the lands to the north using red ink. Again, we're relevant to that map that uses red ink in other editions. Then at the back, that map gets duplicated. So you have the same one no matter how you open it. Okay, we open up this. Here we go. And this is a first printing from 2024. It looks to be based on the 1999 text setting, as so many of these versions that have come out since are. I believe pretty much anything published after 1999 uses that. There's been very, very minor corrections to the text. So minor, in fact, I don't even know where they are, what they are, or how many there are. I believe there's anywhere between 5 and 10 errors that got fixed, compared to The Lord of the Rings, which had about over 400 pre-50th anniversary revision to after they did that, but before the 60th. And we can tell that it's a 1999 typesetting, not just because of what the copyright says, but because it has a preface to the second edition and from a letter by J.R. Tolkien. Both of these things are, I guess you could call, exclusive to any edition of the Silmarillion that came out after the year 1998. As anything prior doesn't have those. But maybe the preface does. Or maybe the forward. Yeah, sorry, the preface to the second edition. Christopher Tolkien always talks about how his father passed away and how this was written by Tolkien, but the problem is that it wasn't made into a book form until after he passed away. So all the writing, all the text is by Tolkien himself, not counting notes, forewords, that sort of thing by Christopher. But basically, he just stemmed together a cohesive narrative going from, well, of the beginning of days all the way through to of the Rings of Power and the Third Age, which is the Lord of the Rings itself. Any maps located inside the book do not feature red ink. I believe there might be one of Numenor. I don't remember if there's any other maps that appear in the pages of the Silmarillion. I know for sure Unfinished Tales features the Numenorian map, but I don't know if the second edition of the Silmarillion, the newer ones from 1999 onwards, feature a Numenor map within the body of the text itself. All right, so that's it. This is Collector Edition 3 of 4. The first one was The Hobbit. The second was The Lord of the Rings, which is the book in 3 physical parts, 3 physical books. This one's the Silmarillion. Next up, and the last one for now, is Unfinished Tales.